Greetings, I'm Nicole Kramer, one of 10 members of the Charles County Board of Education, with a recap from the February 13th meeting. The meeting opened with an update from EACC President Sean Heil, who shared feedback from staff on the heavily deliberated eligibility policy. The board began discussions on the school year 25-26 calendar during a presentation from Ms. Mackey, CCPS Director of Communications, and Dr. Gill, Executive Director of School Administration. Some considerations that the board discussed were changes to Senate Bill 610 on virtual instruction, feedback from previous surveys, and Veterans Day and Election Day being closed for both students and staff. The committee will develop recommendations and return at a later date to present those recommendations to the board for consideration. The board discussed their position on the P3 public-private partnership presentation that was given to the Board of County Commissioners last month. While the board welcomes the opportunity for the use of alternative funding sources for school construction and to expedite the delivery of new schools and completion of renovation projects, a funding source was unable to be identified by the work group. CCPS supports our local delegation proposing legislation at the state level to identify a funding source for future P3 projects, with the understanding that CCPS operating budget and capital budget funds cannot be identified as funding sources. The board received an update from Blueprint Implementation Coordinator, Mrs. Miller. Mrs. Miller brought the board up to speed on the next round of responses due to the AIB, as well as an update on CCPS school visits from the expert review teams. Congratulations to McDonough High School on being well prepared for their visit, and kudos to the administration and staff for sharing what you learned with Gail Bailey and Lackey to prepare for their visits in late February and March. Mr. Schwartz, CCPS attorney, shared a legislative update on several bills that are pending at the state level that may impact education. More to come on that. Next, the board discussed the process for policy review. Previous boards have had a goal to review policies every 4 years. Staff has identified 2 policy series, Series 5000 related to students and 6000 related to instruction, that are due for review. Chairperson Morley shared plans to divide the policies amongst subcommittees to complete this important task. The board received recommendations from the Elementary 23 Naming Committee, which include a local educator, well-known physicist and Space Medal of Honor recipient, as well as a name related to the geographic location where the school is located. The committee shared plans for soliciting public feedback via a survey and virtual town hall. The board will take the final vote on the name in the spring. Finally, Chairperson Morley introduced a resolution for World Down Syndrome Day to be recognized on March 21st, 2024. You can watch any meeting at your leisure by going to the links listed on your screen. They are also broadcast and re-aired on the local cable channels in Charles County.